So I heard you want to make a comeback this semester. I heard you want to be top of your class. I heard you want to be an academic weapon. Unleash that potential. Get that scholarship. This video is for you. So before we start, I want to say that I am a certified professional. I'm going to put here my A-level grades. And now I'm going to put here, again, my grades I got this semester at Western University studying computer science in Japan. Yeah. Think you can trust me? You can. Certified professional, I have the grades. I'm studying in a good university, very good university actually. These tips are kind of obvious. So if you're looking for something that's life-altering, chemically brain-changing, I hate to break it to you, there's nothing like that. All you gotta do is just follow these simple rules and your gut, because your gut knows what to do. It does. Also, can we talk about how professional my setup is? We don't talk about that because you can't see it on camera, so they see it. So I have like 5 points that you need to follow. I don't know if they're gonna be 5, well, around 5. First one is something that they teach us in grade school. Something so obvious. Listen to your teacher. When people ask me throughout high school and even in university how I get good grades, like when I tell you half of the work is done just by sitting in your chair and listening to what the teacher is saying. If the teacher is trash, then okay, that's a completely separate topic. If you just listen, your chances of passing the class with like barely doing any work outside are high. I'm not saying that you will pass, okay, no disclaimer. This point is shout out to my friends. Don't be doing other classes in your class. For example, don't do your humanities essay in calculus class, because then you're gonna be in your humanities class and you're gonna be doing your calculus homework and you're gonna be lost and you're gonna be stressed, and then if they ask you a question, you'll be like, don't do it, okay? When you're in a class, just sit there and be in that class. My friends are listening, this goes to you. Sub point is actually pay attention and ask questions. Don't be embarrassed if you think your questions are dumb. Like, sometimes I've asked dumb questions. At the end of the day, you can be like, am I gonna be embarrassed about what other people think? Or am I gonna pass this exam, get 100%, get an A++ student? Period. You're gonna die one day and no one's gonna remember you. So who cares if you ask that question that you think is dumb, because other people might not think it's dumb. I remember sometimes I've asked questions that I think are dumb to the teachers and they're like, oh, that's a really good question. I'm like, yes! You might not think this is important, but having your teacher know you, or your teacher or professor, whatever, having them know you, having them know your name, having them see you ask questions, sitting at the front of the class. Okay, I'm not saying sit at the front of the class first row. Maybe second, third, I usually sit there, because at the end of the day, you also have to tap into your teacher's subconscious level. Like, if they see that you're in class, you're asking questions, you know, you're paying attention, you're attentive, you're participating, subconsciously, when they grade your work, they're gonna be like, I think this is correct. I'm not saying be your teacher's pet, please. If you're a teacher's pet, get out. But have a relationship with your teacher. Not the Wattpad teacher ex student kind.
Stop it.
Please, I'm not talking about this. Little story time. I had a calculus teacher. She was Russian. Like, this woman was intimidating. And it was calculus B, which I've never done in my life. So I was like lost. Like, when I tell you I'm normally not lost in classes, I was lost in this class. But guess what? I sat at the front, she knew my name. Like, when I entered the class, she would smile and be like, she smiled at me. Ah. Guess what I got in that class, y'all? A+. Period! This one is small, but if you have free periods in university or in school, like I did A-level, so I had lots of free periods. Don't you waste those free periods, because then you're gonna go back home and you're like, oh, I'm so lazy, I don't want to do this. Just use those free periods. And let me tell you, the hard thing is starting. I read a book about Mel Robbins. It's called the 5-second rule. Here it is. Actually, I didn't finish reading it. The hardest part is just starting to do your work. So if you have free periods in uni or in school, use them wisely. This leads me on to my third really obvious point, which is don't procrastinate. I mean, this is obvious. I don't really have to say it. Like, as soon as you get home from uni, I've done this quite a lot. As soon as I get home from uni, I immediately start doing work. Like, I immediately start doing, even if I'm not saying just spend the rest of your life doing schoolwork. Like, obviously you have a life outside. A trick is, as soon as you get home, just do it. Just say, I'm gonna do this one assignment. You sit down and you do it. Boom. That's it. You're done. It's gone. Evaporated. And another important thing is that you should, especially for the harder classes like calculus, for example, which was very hard for me at least, is keep on revising material. Like, even though you've already done the homework and you've done well in it, humans forget things fast. And my storage literally went out. Hashtag buy me a new iPhone. We live in an era where our attention spans are literally smaller than like a cockroaches. So even if you get 100%, like even if I do a piece of homework and I get a really good grade on it, I will forget. So make it a point to, like, 4 days after, 1 week after, I'm not saying do it again, but just Well, actually, sometimes that's a lie. Sometimes I do my homeworks again, even though I've already gotten a good grade of them, just to revise it. Just look at your work and be like, okay, I understand why I did this. I understand why I did this. So that doesn't evaporate from your brain. This next point is pretty obvious. Don't cram when you're studying for exams. Think of it. Maybe you have 14 lecture slides for this exam, okay? Just study, for example, 3 in a day, like a week before the exam. And then you'll arrive to the exam. Chill. No need to stay up at 3 a.m. I will tell you guys, you saw the grades that I got, right? I have never sacrificed sleep for studying. I have never gone to sleep past midnight for the sake of studying. I might have gone past sleep at midnight, I don't know, for watching YouTube or something, but never, ever for studying. That is what studying properly, periodically, before the exam gives you. Stress-free. Actually, I did this for my Calculus B exam, and it was 14 lectures, I said before, and I did like 3 every day, and I did it for a week before, and then I would revise sometimes the previous lectures that I had forgotten the next day, something like that. Simple. It was like 1 hour and 30 minutes every day. A+. My storage just said again, so I had to delete like precious childhood memories, but it's okay. Humanities aren't that important for me because I study engineering, so if you can get the essay done as soon as possible, the more you procrastinate on it, the worse it's gonna be. Like, I did my essays in 1 day. Yeah, actually, not even kidding. I would sit there and I would like not get up till I finished my essay. Obviously, I would proofread the next day or something like that, but 2 days maximum. It's not worth my time. Listen to your teacher, don't procrastinate. Study periodically, so don't cram everything, obviously. Oh wait, look who's here. After me. Yay. Say hi. Say I don't know where I was. Use your time wisely in university and in school. Use your free periods properly. And honestly, that's about it. Something I've actually changed this year, which is like kind of crazy for me. It took a lot of credits. I had to study a lot. I was like, it's not worth it, you know, like not having any social life or any life in general just because of studying. So I was like, I'm not gonna study as much. Like, I'll be fine with a B because yes, I am very, how do you call it, exigente with myself. So if I get a B, for me, that's like, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. That's just the way I am. So I was like, it's okay if I get B's, you know. But in the end, life worked out, let me tell you that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You know, comment down below more ideas that you want me to do. This channel is gonna be kind of weird. Like, I'm gonna post a lot of things like challenges, videos like this, like university type of advice, then all types of things. Like, it's gonna be like my personal diary. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have wonderful days, nights, whatever it is, and see you on my next video. I post every single Friday, so don't forget to tune in.